Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series. Getting to the end of Season 3, just 4 races to go. Tonight, we're heading to Mexico City for the Mexican Grand Prix. And we're coming off the back of a pretty decent American Grand Prix at COTA, I think. We scored more points than Aston Martin, which is nice. So we now have a 14-point gap again, much closer than 3. Let's see. We didn't check in with the board. Let's see how they thought, what they felt about that result. Oh, look at that. We're in medium confidence. Oh, that feels good. That feels very good. They were happy. They wasn't just satisfied, they were actually happy with that result. And of course, with that email, with them attending, that gave us a nice little boost. Very good indeed. That takes a little bit of pressure off, briefly, but we are getting very close to our cost cap. There you can see we're projected to have just 700,000 left at the end of the season if we don't do anything else and just let our expenses tick over. Now we're going to push up against the cost cap, and we're going to go through the cost cap at some point, so we are going to take some fines. We need to keep some cash on hand to deal with that. Got nearly 15 million in the bank right now, which is nice, very nice indeed, but it does mean that we're probably not going to be able to do anything with facilities for a little while. We're going to have to wait, because I don't want to trigger breaking the cost cap just yet. I want to try and get as much more development on the car as we possibly can before that happens. We need to check our inbox. Let's see. It's important for the board to understand your plans and intentions and to follow what you are doing to make improvements. We shall continue to watch closely at the upcoming races. Does that mean they're going to try and attend another race soon? That'd be interesting. Let's see how we did in car inspection. We destroyed the chassis and the suspension, and I don't know if I have enough spare parts for that. I certainly can't buy any more parts. Let's take a look. I do not have a spare chassis anymore, so once this one's gone, that's it. And do I have any spare suspensions? No, I do not. So we need to steal this suspension from Mick, put it on Oscar's car, and downgrade Mick even further, unfortunately. Still got underfloors for both cars. Still got side pods for both cars, no issue there. Still got spare rear wings. Still got spare front wings, although we are running out of those. As you can see, we're medium risk on car 2 and car 1. So, again, sorry Mick. We're going to downgrade him to the other category. So we've got spares for both cars. I'd like to keep one car competitive if we can for the rest of the season. And that's going to be Oscar. Right. How you doing, Horrific? How you doing, Mr. Water? Packins? Baron, good to see you guys. Right, we've got 4 days to go until the Grand Prix. And weather is going to be hot on race day. Okay, let's advance some time. There we go. Let me check our current situation with car part research. 10 days until that project is done. We'll have another Grand Prix before then. Might be... yeah, that'll be Monday after Brazil that we'll get to do a project there. We have got some hours turning up. Probably around that point as well. Let's have a quick look at our calendar. Yeah, so that's when that project will finish. There you go. And it'll also be the start of the 6th and final ATR period of this calendar year. So we might be able to get 2 projects in financially. We might only be able to get 1 in. If we can get 2 in, we'll split the hours, half and half. If we can only get 1 in, we'll just pump everything in. We're going to do an underfloor, because we desperately need to do another underfloor. And probably... Oh, wait, the underfloor's already going through. I was saying probably a front wing, so... Okay. That complicates things a little bit. Maybe we'll have to do a front wing and a rear wing. I don't know if we'll still have enough money left to get 2 projects done by the time that underfloor's done in 20-something days, or however long it's going to be. Alright, we'll have to play it by ear. Right, let's take a look at what our car looks like. Obviously a big difference now between our 2 cars. Let's see, change. There we go. So, that's the difference between our 2 cars. You can see we're definitely taking punishment in the downforce department now, thanks to losing that suspension. Let's see what we're like against the average. Down a little more than I'd like, about 0.03 in the low. About 0.24, 0.24 in the medium. Very, very close in the high speeds. DRS, not DRS, sorry, dirty air is still about 4%. Speed is very, very close. Acceleration is lacking a little bit. DRS is slightly above. That's not too bad. We should be okay here at Mexico. I think we'll do all right here, at least as long as we don't do anything to our cars. I am very worried about the next race, though. Brazil, I think we're going to get absolutely battered. Yeah, not looking forward to that one. Right. Let's see. Incentive tonight is to get 2 into Q2. That's easy enough. We're going to guarantee 2 in the top 13 and 1 car in Q3. Again, we're getting an even bigger disparity between our cars now, having to strip Mick down to the previous spec of front wing. Finish position 2 in the top 8. That is probably going to be a tough one. I'm going to have a go for the fastest lap. I don't know if we'll get it, but we'll try, because we are going to 2-stop this, I think. And I get the feeling quite a few cars will 1-stop it. Quality position streak, 1 in the top 10 for 2 races. We're halfway through that. It would be nice to get that done tonight. Can we get the finish streak done tonight? I think we can. Question is, can we do it next week when we go to Brazil? That's the big question. Right, let's just clear off that email. There we go, and we are ready to head to Mexico.
We return once more to the hustle and bustle of Mexico City. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is F1's highest altitude track at more than 2,000 meters above sea level. Teams are faced with thinner air around the track here, which includes 2 straights in the first sector. This is an exhilarating circuit on the Formula One calendar. We'll be sure to see plenty of battles and overtaking this weekend, especially with the help of not 1, not 2, but 3 DRS zones.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And the next rounds are still crucial to decide the final order of the season.
So stay with us for all the race weekend thrills.
Okay, let's get our cars prepped. How you doing, Farah? Yes, very sad news today. Jurgen Klopp is leaving at the end of the season. I'm assuming that's what you were talking about. I'm disappointed, a little upset, but I'm also eternally grateful to the man for everything he's done for the club. He's already made himself a legend, in the fans' eyes, right up there with Shankly and Paisley. Right, let's see. What do I need to do? Engine parts. Let's take those out. Stay on that gearbox. Mexico is 19 laps. There we go. And set up. Okay, got a few to choose from. Let's start with a 7, 13, 1, 9, a 3.5, and a 5. Alright, Oscar. Mr. Water, Farah, either of you, please ban Patkins for that comment. Keep Big Sam and Dunk away from our club. Alright, engine parts are swapped out. Fuel is set, so set up for this car. Let's go with... Let's go with a 13.5 on the rear wing. So we'll go 6.5, 13.5, a 3.7. A 3.35 and a 0. Alright, we're ready to send them to the track.
It should be green now. Watch those curbs. Coming. We need some PU cooling. Yep.
There we go. Right. A little bit of an update on the ridiculously named AlphaTauri team for 2024. They are not actually Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. The RB in their name stands for... Horrific, you are that close to a timeout. The RB stands for Red Bull because it's the chassis name. It's a Red Bull chassis, so that's what the RB stands for. I am genuinely curious as to who the club will approach. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they do make an approach to Steven Gerrard, but I just don't know if he's up to the job. I mean, he would be the sentimental hire, but he hasn't done anything really at management level that justifies him taking over, other than having been, a favourite player. So yeah, I have no idea what's in our future, but Klopp has left us with a young squad with a lot of promise, and we're on for another attempt at a quadruple this season as well. That would be a glorious way to sign off his tenure. Oh, Stroll is out. That is excellent news. Stroll is out.
Virtual safety.
Hopefully he has destroyed big parts of the car that can't be fixed.
Yep.
And knackered up his powertrain. Speaking of cars, let's have a look. 85% and 81%. That's not too bad.
Okay, comments on balance, please.
The car was great. Felt really good.
Okay, understood. And
For those of you that are curious, I have spent a lot of time today recording episodes, 6 episodes, all around about 45 minutes each, of War Hospital. So I've got a lot of formatting and editing to do after tonight, after tonight's stream. The first 2 episodes are scheduled, or hopefully, are going to go live tomorrow. For the next 2 episodes on Sunday, and then it'll be 1 episode a night, just released after that. So, yeah, there will be some War Hospital footage coming up. And I say each episode is going to be around about 45 minutes long. Barnesy, you having a laugh? I mean, Barnesy again, he's a club favourite, but no. Right then, let's make some tweaks to Oscar. So it's going to be a 13 rear wing. Let's look at a 2.8. Let's go 3.45 and a point. Let's go to a 3.5 and a 0.5. So 6, 5, 13, 2, 8, 3.5 and 5. Could be. We'll try it. Oh no, there's no way. You know, I really hope. I do not want Mourinho coming to the club. He would ruin us. He would absolutely shatter the dressing room. And yeah, we might win something in the first season, or maybe in the second season instead, but yeah, he would burn out, you know, any goodwill at the club, and he'd be gone in his 3rd season, because that's what always happens, because he got sacked in his 3rd season at Roma. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, no, Mourinho would be a disastrous choice. I mean, you can't fault his ability to get the most out of the players, you know, that stick with him, but you also can't overlook the fact that he is also really toxic for players as well. So yeah, he would be a terrible choice, I think. Just looking to see what I can do here. So 3.4. No. 7, 12, 5, 1, 9. Yeah, let's try that. That is a setup that's in the book. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be all sorts of rumours floating around over the next days and weeks. Like I said, I just hope the club, the players can dig deep this season and we can send him off in the biggest style possible with a quadruple. That would be incredible. Right, we are absolutely going to be trying slipstream qualifying tonight. See if we can get both of our cars through in strong positions. I think we'll have to be using Piastri to pull Schumacher along.
How was that run?
That's close, 97%. That's very good. Very good indeed. And 99 with Mick. So I know what that needs to do. That's just to drop the tow back to a 0.50 from a 0.55. So, strong first practice. Very, very favourable with Stroll destroying a car. I am going to go like that. So we're not messing with anything else. Let's see if that works first of all. I'm going to pause for a second because I want to do a bit of investigation on Stroll. See what his car was looking like before the crash. So he had a new engine in, didn't he, in the last race? Yeah. So he might have destroyed his gearbox and ERS. We didn't see the crash, so we don't know whether we went in arse backwards. If he did, then you can probably say goodbye to the gearbox and the ERS and some significant damage to the engine. If it went in nose first, might do a little bit of damage to his powertrain, but will certainly write off chassis, etc. Given that he retired, I'm going to suggest that he has probably hurt a powertrain component or three. Which would be good and bad. It means he'll probably have new parts in, but we'll also have penalties to deal with. Right, we've made some changes to our setups. We are going to go with 30 laps of fuel for this session. Let's just go 32. There we go. Components are fine. Let's send them out.
Two, one, should be green.
Check my car, please check my car.
Okay, understood. We'll have a look at that.
That's a very quick time. That, to me, suggests new engine parts. Yeah. So he did damage the engine a little bit. Took about 10% off the engine. But a brand new gearbox and a brand new ERS. So he'll be quick. But does he have a penalty? No, apparently. Damn. Well, at least we brought those spare parts out into the open now rather than in the next race, but yeah, that's bad. Evening, Anya? Yeah, Stroll's going to be seriously quick tonight. And given how strong the car is aerodynamically, that is really not good, because that puts him in contention for the win. Although Max is pretty quick on those mediums. I know, he'll be up there. He'll be fighting for a podium tonight, I'm pretty sure of that. And that's bad, because that's big points. So all that scrapping we did last night to earn some extra points could disappear tonight. We've gone slightly backwards with Oscar. Let's call him in and fix that.
How was the balance?
Yeah, car was great. Really good.
And Mick is sorted. I don't think that's enough, but we'll try. We will try. Alonso looks to be down amongst the Haas cars at the moment. He's running a brand new engine tonight. Ooh, okay. Maybe he's playing possum a little bit. So he's going to be quick tonight as well. Oh dear. Let's put our back against the wall. I put I rather aptly and with a little bit of foreshadowing, it seems, put the title of tonight's stream, Can We Hold Aston Back? A little bit of precognition there, it would seem. I had no idea that both cars would be throwing in new engines tonight. Or new parts anyway. 96, no improvement, so we are going to have to mess around with a wing setting, I think. Potentially. See, that is where that needs to be, but this now does need to be there, which means I need to counter steer that back there. I need to push that back to there. I've got to hope that we haven't broken the oversteer value and the traction. I mean, I could try that. Now we risk breaking the front wing. So I think leaving like that should be about right. We'll find out in the next session, I suppose. Apparently I've made Farah's Book of Fancy Words again. Right, soft tyres. "24 laps of fuel." And a wing and a prayer for getting this setup right. Right, still got a little way to go to get feedback from Oscar.
Something seems wrong. Yeah, we're checking.
It's fine. Oh, so close. I probably went just one too far. Alright, let's see what that does to our setup ratings. 95%. That's pretty close. Let's get the track knowledge up, and then I'll probably call it a day. There we go. We're done with practice. So Mick's going to be going in with 97% confidence, and Oscar will be at 100% confidence once he's completed his first run in quali. Now you see both Astons up at the pointy end of the standings there, the timings. Yeah, that's worrying. They're going to be mighty dangerous tonight. Let's see, if memory serves, we were on for a really good result with Oscar last season, and then he got taken out. I forget who it was. Was it Zhou who took him out?
Yellow flag here.
Or was it Hulkenberg again? I think it was a Williams. Oh, he just... Oh, no, he did clip the barrier. I was going to say, he just kept it out the barrier, but nope.
And
He broke a wing there.
that,
That was clumsy. Yeah, we were on for a really strong result with Oscar last time out, and it kind of fell apart on us. Mick wasn't having the... oh, and it wasn't Mick, was it? It was Liam not having the greatest of races either. I think we ended up, 15th or something like that. We sacrificed him for a fastest lap because we couldn't get him anywhere near the points. I'd like to think Liam will actually make his way into a race seat next season. Oh, yes, we forgot to look at Hamilton and Alonso's stats. Again, please, somebody remind me before I end the stream, because I might forget again. So, let's get ready for qualifying.
we're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Mexico City's thin air presents a real test to teams during qualifying laps. Reduced downforce can mean tricky cornering and a test for keeping the power units cool around this track.
Now, there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
Well, one thing's for sure, they are streaks ahead of their teammates, leaving no doubt in my mind that they really mean business.
Buckle up then, folks. It's almost time for qualifying.
God, every time I hear that, I just immediately think of South Park's lampooning of Caitlyn Jenner. Buckle up, buckaroos. That is our best engine. Yeah, Mick's going to be a little underpowered towards the end of the season. Hopefully the ERS will hold together as well. And we've got plenty of gearboxes to choose from, which is good. Going to run this first one ragged before we put the other one in the car. Got to go with our best engine for this race. Especially given how strong Aston are going to be tonight. A little concerned that our ERS is down to 79% already. Don't have another one to put in the car. Not unless I really want to get hit with a big cost cap fine. Alright, we are ready to qualify. Send Mick out first. It was Joe. Yeah, I thought it was Joe. Just had a sneaky feeling.
Let's get those brake tanks warmed up.
Copy.
And Perez will follow us out as well.
Yep.
Just going to do this first run without a slipstream. Just want to see what the difference in pace between our two drivers is. That's why I've left a big enough gap for Oscar to not really get the tow. He might close up through the lap anyway. He has got more downforce available compared to Mick. Of course, just we start
Space at the moment.
getting around towards the end of the lap, a whole bunch of cars start piling out in front of us.
So track is clear. Good to push.
Looks like we might catch them around the really twiddly slow bit, or the build up into the S's. That's not going to be good. Let's ride with Mick first of all. See, who is it? It's Leclerc, Sainz and Gasly. Oh, of course it's Sainz. Sainz, who ruined our qualifying yesterday, along with Hamilton and Tsunoda, all getting in the way at times. Sainz didn't ruin qualifying, sorry. Sainz ruined our race. He crippled Oscar. A little bit of a delay for Schumacher there. No hold up there though. I think Oscar got through without any issues there. Might have a problem here. Might actually get a benefit here. Yeah, they should have. Yeah, they've started their flying lap, so we might just about get a little bit of a tow. So whoever is behind, that's the Alpine behind. The Alpine's going to get a mighty slipstream from the back of.
Copy. Front switch delta, stay negative.
Back of that Red Bull.
The PU on this in lap. Copy.
And that's a big gap difference, 7/10. I think, as I say, it might have been slightly held up. But even so, let's take a look at the splits. So it was a 27.7 against the 27.6, and then Oscar with a 29.4 against the 29.7, and then an 18.0 against the 17.8. So he did lose an extra tenth. But he just lost time everywhere. Lost nearly 2 tenths in the first sector. Lost over 3 tenths in the middle sector, and then another 2 tenths in the final sector. Yeah, he's going to need the slipstream. At least we've got both of our drivers into peak confidence this time.
Pit limits are on. You can only stop in front of the garage.
I'm going to turn these guys around straight away, send them back out again, and then we'll hope that we've done enough, but it will give us time to do a third run if we need to.
So we need to be working on the tyres. Copy. Again, let's concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Copy.
Hopefully I've timed this just about right to get a really good clean run.
Gap ahead is good.
We have got a Williams that's just crossed the line. I think that's Joe. Yeah, it is Joe, because Albon's just
No traffic to
exiting
be
turn
concerned
3
about.
now.
Push next lap.
Purple first sector for Mick. Not surprising. Wow, Hamilton's quick. Did he get a slipstream or was he just really quick? Always knew Schumacher was going to drop back through the middle sector. There's a hope that he can stay close enough to get a tow again in the final sector. This should be an improvement. It is a big improvement, half a second, but he's still down in 10th.
Make sure
Oscar's gone top.
Copy. Currently we're P10.
All right.
Nice lap.
Good stuff. Right, let's take a look. Is Hamilton running new parts tonight? Yeah, new gearbox, new ERS, and a pretty strong engine as well. I don't know if Mick's going to be safe. I'd like to think he'll be safe. He's only 2.5 tenths off, but he's 10th. He's only 5 places safe from the drop. We've still got to get a time from Sainz. Well, there's a time from Sainz. It's not a good one. We still need a time from Norris and Max, Albon, and both of the Haas drivers. Mick down to 11th now. There's Norris, a bit further ahead. Where's Yuki? Yuki's in 7th place. Oscar's got some serious pace tonight. Oscar could be on for a podium in contention, because he hasn't had a slipstream. I don't think he got one in the first run, and the second run he went even quicker and was the lead car punching the hole in the air. So I'm excited for Oscar's chances tonight, less so for Mick. If we can keep him in the slipstreams and in the DRS zones, he'll be okay. But if he drops out, that could be it. He might not get back in again. We are going to prep Mick for another run, just in case. But we're leaving Oscar in the garage. Norris goes fastest. Let's see what Max does. Evening, Derek. Max goes even quicker. And now Mick is really close to getting eliminated. Russell is in the drop zone at the moment. Perez on an outlap. Porsche went into 9th place. We are going to have to send Mick again, because both of the Ferraris are going to improve, I would imagine. Leclerc is certainly going to improve. I just hope we can find enough performance with Mick to actually sneak him through, but I think getting him into Q2 is going to be a challenge. He's certainly not going against Q3 tonight. 10th place for Magnussen. That's Mick in the drop zone. Right, Perez on his second run. Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad for Perez. Still expecting him to improve, though. And he does, up to third. Okay, yeah, Mickey's up against it. I always knew this was likely to be an issue if we had to strip parts down. But I had to keep at least one car competitive, and I could have split the resources I've got left, but one broken front wing would cripple both of my guys for the rest of the remaining races. So I had to keep them on separate front wing specs to give them Oscar the best chance of getting into the points in the remaining races, rather than just the last race, just this race and maybe part of Brazil. I've still got Vegas and Abu Dhabi to come after that as well. Right, Russell is on an out lap. He's just left the garage. That's Gasly going on an out lap. I need to judge this just right. I'm going to have to probably take manual control of Mick just to make sure that he can get a slipstream. I think he's going to be lost without one. I have to give him new tyres as well, just to give him every possible opportunity of getting through. Oh, damn it. I saw Joe and was like, oh, I could have gone out then, but I'd like to get out behind someone other than a car that we should be able to beat. Here we go. Let's jump him out behind Sainz. Ah, piss.
So let's just concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Copy.
Albon's just blocked us off. Ah. You feel Mick's earned the right to superior parts? Oscar's 88 points to Mick's 37 would argue otherwise. I mean, like I said, I don't want to play favourites, but in a situation where I have to maximise the amount of points I can potentially get for the rest of this season, I have to.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Copy.
I went too soon. Damn it.
Okay.
At least we didn't get held up with a car dropping out the pits in front of us. There's a lot of traffic coming up. We're not up in the first sector because we didn't get a slipstream. Not up in the middle sector either. I think Mick's out. Unless he gets a mighty final sector here. Mick's out.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Ah, well.
These tyres.
Yeah, it was just a bit too much. The field's too close. I mean, it's the finest of margins, look. Oscar's safe. He can't be knocked out, so let's just skip to the end. Ah, it's going to be a rough weekend for Mick. Let's see what we can do with Oscar.
Should be green. So start to work on the front tyres and brakes this lap.
Copy.
But we have effectively put ourselves into a one-car team now for the last 4 races.
So gap ahead is good.
Oh, shit.
Will be go one.
All right, well, Oscar's starting qualifying they're starting the race in 15th place, and that might be an emergency manufacturing,
Now
Bill.
there's the car of Piastri. Oh, and the car with
God,
a
he went in
nasty
us first
crash
as
into the
well.
barrier.
That's
That will have knocked their
powertrain
confidence,
damage.
I'm sure. And you can just feel...
That might have just got me fired. Glad I got 15 million in the bank because I'm about to blow through a huge chunk of it.
Race day has...
Not in the mood for shit talk from Crofty and Karoon tonight. Right, how bad is this damage? It's bad. He's killed the gearbox. He's hurt his ERS. $1.2 million for a pissing suspension. We've still got a spare rear wing. And, oh, bugger me. 1.65, oh, 2.2 million for a chassis. Oh my god. Well, that's it. No more research this year. We've got an ATR coming up that we won't be able to actually use because we'll be out of money. Thank you, Oscar. And what's worse is that the suspension I'm emergency manufacturing is not the most up-to-date spec. I can't put suspension version 3 on because Parc Fermé rules. So I have to emergency manufacture a shit suspension. Oh, God. That ERS will now not be good enough for the rest of the season, so it'll be good enough for this race and Brazil, and then we might have to emergency manufacture then as well. We have damaged our engine a little bit as well. That was a 99% engine. It's now an 89% engine. Alright, we'll split the strategies a little bit. Really not a good start. Let's see what we can do. Let's head to the grid. To the back of the grid.
We're nearly ready to get started here. 71 laps, 17 turns. It's the Mexico City Grand Prix. A chance to see just what Charles Leclerc can achieve here.
They start in P1, but will they be able to stay there? The first corner could be so crucial.
Right, let's get to it then. This is it. Here we go with the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Do everything you can, mate.
Yep.
Alright, let's have a look. Nobody on hards, a mixture of soft and mediums. Can we fight off Norris? I'm amazed both of the McLarens are down here, considering how strong they were in the last race. Have to play the patient game, I think.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Mick is already dropping off the back, but he's on the mediums and with a slow car. Now we'll start burning his battery. We'll hold on to Oscar's a little bit longer. We're stuck in a train right now and everyone's pushing, so there's not much point. We're burning out our battery for another couple of laps yet. We'll use little squirts where we have to stay close. I'm going to turn Oscar's tyres up though, just to make sure he stays as close as possible without using the battery. Mick's back in range. Right, this is the DRS zone that's going to kick in for us on the next lap. But we've got to fight off Bottas before then. Let's give Mick a little bit more tyre now as well.
Let's try again. DRS enabled.
Even Daniel.
So Norris is car ahead. Bottas right behind. Keep the pressure on, mate.
Okay, mate, and let's cool the car.
Oh, got a yellow flag. Oh, it's Oscar.
Yeah, I like that.
Ah, God.
Push it.
Hopefully stay on the track.
Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. Things look fine here. And the car just
This is because I was forced to defend Oscar from Derek's comment earlier, and the second I do, he wrecks the car and then locks up in corner 4 on the third lap. So I blame Derek. It's all his fault. You've inherited that role from Farah, who's actually been pretty good this last couple of seasons.
No DRS.
Copy. To recharge on, please. Copy.
Bring the pack up.
Right, these tyres are already heavily scuffed. Yeah, we're down about 20%. Well, maybe not quite that much. Maybe down about 15%. Ah, we killed his confidence. God damn. course we have, and we're too far off the back of the pack to catch him and at least keep pace while we struggle. It's not the first time he's messed up. It's the first time he's messed up in a while. Mick's been more problematic for us than Oscar this season.
Use energy. And you can lean on tyres.
Am I going to challenge Red Bull next season? Oh, I'm a poor manager. It depends where I'm at next season. We might get fired as a result of tonight. I think we'll be okay, but yeah, we just got the board back to medium confidence, and that's looking like it's going to evaporate again tonight. If they lose confidence in us, that's it. We're done, because we will not survive. We'll be breaking the cost cap, getting fines every month, and we will not be able to recover from that. If we can stay no worse than low confidence, we can just about keep our job. But we'll have to see where we end up. Mick right now doesn't have the pace to stay with the pack either, because he's on older spec parts, so yeah, our season has just exploded, or imploded is probably a more apt term. Am I getting car for next year? Not sure what you mean by that, Daniel. Kind of deliberately sandbagging a little bit with Mick. I could be pushing him hard to try and catch up, but I'm hoping that Oscar can catch them up, get a couple of quick overtakes in before I have to box him for new tyres. Get his confidence up, and then help to pull Mick back onto the cars in front. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on. Come on.
It's all dependent on whether or not I can keep Giovinazzi behind me.
No energy.
It's looking like I can at the moment. I'm out of battery. Just got to burn it all just as soon as I get it, just to get close, get into the slipstream. Once I get in the slipstream, I'll be okay. Damn it. There goes Giovinazzi. There goes a bit of mixed confidence. Oscar now is pretty much in range.
Keep your head in the game.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Yep. Copy.
Back off now.
Yep.
All right, our recovery drive starts here. Our race starts on lap 8. Not a particularly good race, and we're already compromised on strategy.
So take it easy in the fast corners.
Yep.
am I getting the car ready for next year? Well, I don't know if we're going to have any money left to do any research now. I had to spend nearly $3.5 million on emergency parts. So I don't know if I'm going to have money to get another final project going. I really hope we do, but it's not looking good.
Let's go recharge on. Copy.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Copy.
Gotta hope Aston drops out the points. Given the strength of their cars tonight, it's unlikely. It's very unlikely.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Copy.
Ooh,
Copy.
yellow flag. That is a problem for Porsche. Is it a lockup or did he hit the barrier? It's a lockup. There he is. I know if you do get fired, you get the option to replay, I think, either the previous half of the season or at least the last few races. We will not be doing that. If we get fired, we get fired. We will not be using a little bit of hocus pocus jiggery pokery to undo the board's decision.
Use everything.
Copy.
Oscar's confidence is starting to recover a bit because he's driving at a quicker pace.
We need to focus on the energy now.
But the grip is gone.
Copy.
Barely able to keep up.
Let's go recharge off. Recharge off.
Take it easy here.
Copy.
Need to defend that.
Copy.
Damn, I lost the DRS. I can't keep up. I have to change the strategy
Copy.
and then hope we get a safety car later. I mean, I could try that. Could go with the hard tyres, but that's probably a bad idea. So let's look at a couple of options. We've got option 1, stopping in 2 or 3 laps, stretching the tyres a little bit. Option 2, is to do something like that, and that's quicker, which I thought it might be. So we are going to put Oscar into an overtake position.
Use energy.
And we'll try and bring Mick along with us. Onto the back of Giovinazzi. I think it's pretty safe to say that unless we get a load of retirements, the streak is over.
Bring the pack up.
Yep.
Do your best.
Copy.
Just focus on charging the pack.
Should be close enough to actually get the overtake done here.
Yeah, use the free air.
Yep.
No. All right.
Cruising up to.
God damn it.
Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Copy. Use energy.
Copy.
God damn.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Box, box.
Copy. Box.
And we need some big PU calling.
Copy.
Finally.
Focus on bringing the tyres down.
Copy. And recharge off.
Copy.
I don't want you fighting.
At least this way we should give Mick the DRS back when Oscar dives in the pits, and then we'll start pushing Mick and send him up to Giovinazzi. But I wanted to give Oscar a little boost to his confidence before he hit the pits.
Oscar pit lane.
Copy.
Overtaking is available.
Copy.
No, that's a good stop, 2.2 seconds. Very good stop.
This exit clear.
That might be our fastest stop of the season, 2.225. Right, we need to get after Giovinazzi and try and get back onto the cars in front. We're a long way off now. Due to stop on lap 28. But I might box him a little earlier. Try and get a bit of an undercut on some of those guys in front on the mediums. You know, close the gap down a bit.
See if we can push up.
Use energy.
Copy.
It's been a long time since both of our cars were languishing at the back like this. Not a pleasant memory.
Push more.
Copy.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Yeah, copy.
Popping in plenty of fastest sectors, or personal best sectors here with Oscar. Got him back above his starting level of confidence. Oh, he's still driving clean air. Turn that shit off. Yellow flag. Teo running wide.
Okay, it's recharge on.
Copy.
You can do it.
Copy.
No more energy for now.
Copy.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Understood.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
Alright, 1:19.0 last lap. Fastest lap of anyone out there at the moment. But the pace is going to drop off substantially now that we're not pushing the tyres to breaking point or using battery either. Right, Joe's in the pits. Got a bunch of other cars boxing as well. Norris, Perez, Magnussen, Seitz. And we're out in front of all of them. Porsche boxes. Doing 120.3s. It's not quick enough. I need to be in the DRS. It's a long way off. Let's hope Mick can slow down some of these cars behind us. Giovinazzi will also play a role in that. We can keep Giovinazzi frustrated. That makes it harder for cars to get past both of us, but it's not impossible here. Very long start-finish straight. A little bit of a slow stop for Stroll. And yes, here we go. We are frustrating the cars behind. This is what we need, for less for Mick's benefit, more for Oscar's benefit.
Tricky, doing a good job. Let's keep it up. Right, ready, push, push. Just keep on it.
Wow.
Go mate, keep it ahead of the game. Overtaking is available.
Copy.
Keep the pressure on.
Now we should be able to take a look here. And wide they go, leaving the racing line. And they'll find themselves...
Yes, I am muted, but I haven't had a lot to say, unfortunately. We did as good a job as we could of holding the train up for as long as we could, but given the deficit in rubber, it was inevitable
Recharge on.
that we were going to get past. But we are boxing Mick at the end of this lap. He helped Oscar as best he could, for as long as he could. That's all I can ask of him. Fortunately, we're out of position and on worse tyres because we had to box early. There goes another position.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Copy. Box.
That's a bad stop.
Sorry about that. We're all clear on pit.
Just about anything that can go wrong is going wrong tonight.
Use energy.
Copy.
recharge on.
Stood.
This is one of those races where I kind of wish I could just hit skip to the end and see what's what. Just want to know whether or not we can still have a job. It's that not knowing that is killing me right now. The uncertainty. I mean, we get a safety car, we're back in the fight, but how often have we said that this season and we just haven't had a safety car? And that's about as much as I can push.
Back off now.
Copy.
Couldn't get close enough. Cars in
Focus
front,
on getting the pack up.
softer
Yeah.
tyres, fresher tyres.
Let's push.
Copy.
We'll stay with Yuki as long as we can. But again, he's got tyres that are 30% fresher than us and they're softs.
No pressure.
Yep. Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Copy.
No DRS.
Maybe our former driver will do us a solid.
Overtake is available.
Yep.
No, it isn't. I don't want you overtaking.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Get into a dogfight with Yuki, we're going to lose, and lose badly. I just want to stay with Yuki. Hope that he will close us up to the cars in front of it.
Let's go and get him. Slow now.
Yep. Copy.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy, Bob.
This might be the lap we get dropped.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Copy.
Yuki's going to turn the pace up now. His tyres are up to temperature. I can't stay with him. Yeah, he's broken us. Still, at least I got a decent lap out of it. I got a lap at soft tyre pace. And I got to put a little bit more battery in the car. I think this is it for tonight. I don't think we're going to get behind the car into the top 15 here. Quite sad to think that that one accident in the beginning of Q2 has just ended our season. If things stay as they are, Aston Martin are on for 15 points with Stroll, 8 points for Alonso, plus another point for the fastest lap. It's 24 points. That puts them 10 ahead and out of reach. Oscar's a second off the pace on these tyres. And Mick's too far back to do anything to help at the moment. That's Oscar just up ahead.
Let these guys go.
Copy.
All I can really think is, thank God the board went to the last Grand Prix and not this one. Jesus Christ, that would have got us fired if they'd come to this one. Absolutely got us fired. We'd have lost so much confidence. They would have lost all confidence in us. And then we would have just been dead men walking. You know, waiting to the inevitable final day of the year for them to say, thanks for everything you've done. We got our first win under you. You're fired. Well, technically it's not the team's first ever win. The first is Tauri, but they did get 2 with Red Bull Toro Rosso. I think it was 2. I know they definitely got 1. That was Vettel at Monza in the wet. I forget what year. 2007, maybe 2008. Oh shit, yeah, Gasly was AlphaTauri. Was that Monza as well? That's the tyre situation.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Lift and coast is required for temperature.
Copy.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't good.
Alright, mate. Recharge on.
Copy.
Yeah, that's why it's not good. Oh, Jesus. Worst possible place.
And you are free to use the energy when you want.
Copy.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
Copy.
Just like that, we put Oscar 2 seconds behind. Shit.
Can we do lift and coast?
Copy.
No saving required.
Copy.
That's the DRS detection line. I think we made it.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah.
Look after front tyres.
Copy.
Yes, we
No
did.
Lift and coast required.
Copy.
Need to defend that.
Copy.
So the plan now is to try
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
and stretch Oscar enough to get him onto a set of softs with Mick. And then hopefully the two of them can work together to try and at least get a little higher up.
Lean on the tyres.
Fortunately, he just he just has no pace on these
Okay,
tyres.
recharge
Copy.
Slower compound, worse shape. I'm out of the DRS again. Praying for a safety car. Safety car makes everything better.
We're good to push.
Copy.
You've got energy?
Yeah.
I think we might have missed the DRS again. We did.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
So take it easy.
Copy. Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Oh, Hamilton's made a mistake.
So let's take a look at the replay. Now, we're with Lewis Hamilton here. Nothing wrong so far. And the car fails to respond. By that point, it was just too late.
Back off.
Copy. Recharge on.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
And that's ruined Hamilton's tyres. But he can just go onto a set of mediums.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy. Recharge on.
Copy.
Got 30 more laps of this yet. That's the depressing thing. We've got so long to go in this race.
Comfortable to push.
Copy.
Use energy.
Copy.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
What? How did we not get the DRS? Ah. I give up. Just praying for that safety car now.
Box, box.
Unless... Oh,
Copy.
I've still got
Box.
2 more sets of softs. Fuck it. We're going to go soft.
Box, box.
Copy, box.
And like I said, if we get a safety car, we are going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Big if. But, I mean, I've got nothing else to lose at this point. I might as well. I might as well do something.
Go get him. Overtaking is available.
Okay.
Oscar pit lane.
Copy.
Not a bad stop. 2.3.
Clear on exit.
Completely forgot I had 2 sets of softs, or I thought I would push so much harder on those mediums. I thought I only had the 1 set of softs left. Oh. That's 1 car overtaken, Porsche spinning.
Hello.
Yep. Copy.
Right, we're down at turn 5. And the controls
And that's just
lost.
embarrassing.
And that's...
So glad that wasn't us. I did immediately go to Oscar because I'm like, please don't tell me he spun. Or put it in the wall again.
Come on, buddy, keep pushing. Use energy now.
Copy.
I'm so close. Come on, just get in the DRS. Please, get in the DRS.
Okay, mate.
Oh.
No more lift and coast needed.
Almost out of battery. I think we got it.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled.
Copy.
No, we didn't.
Okay, mate, so let's look after these tyres.
Copy.
Let's recharge on.
Copy.
Let's look after these tyres.
Oscar on for personal best.
No energy.
1:17.4.
Copy.
Still 3/10 off the fastest lap. But 4 seconds quicker than Giovinazzi on that last lap.
let's pick our pace up. Let's go.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Keep looking after these tyres.
Copy.
And a very quick lap for Oscar.
Let's go recharge on.
Copy.
And just like that, we lost the DRS. Didn't take much. I mean, these tyres are spent.
Let's keep that gap down. Box, 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 box.
Understood. Box now.
Another yellow flag.
Let's go recharge on, please.
Another position lost. Ugh. Should have boxed Mick on the last lap, but never mind. Too late now.
Okay, mate. Copy that.
Do everything you can.
Copy.
.6, better than his last stop.
So you should have a clear track on pit exit. Okay, let's go recharge on.
Copy.
Back off now.
Copy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah.
They'll come to us.
That's not the move.
We need to cool the engine.
Copy.
Bring the pack up.
Yeah. Copy.
That's better. Oscar is finally back into peak confidence. And 17th.
All right, let's push.
I'm hoping Giovinazzi stays out one more lap. Then I've got a chance to get him with Schumacher. He's staying out. What's the gap? Oh, wow. Bigger than I thought. Maybe we won't get him then. At least we're not going to finish last tonight. That's something, I suppose. It would be nice if we could take the fastest lap as well, just to make sure that A, Aston don't get it, and B, we get a little bit of money, considering the amount we're going to lose tonight. It's horrendous. I'm still keeping my hopes on a safety car. We have got tyres we can put on with both drivers. Got nearly new tyres with Mick, and we got brand new tyres which are going on Oscar soon.
Back off.
Yeah.
There's Giovinazzi diving in.
Let's see if we can focus on recharge, please.
No more DRS.
Copy.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Copy.
About 5 seconds between the two. Pace isn't anything special, unfortunately.
Get the tyres down now.
Yep. Copy.
Alonso sets a new fastest lap of 1:16.7. Ugh, that's very quick. I don't think we can beat that unless we can get some DRS and clean overtakes, and that's asking a lot because we just haven't had any luck tonight at all. Would it be nice if they mix the tracks up every new season? Well, obviously they're not going to change them because they're based on just one season, and you do have, you know, the official calendar for that season. But it would be nice if they gave you some other tracks that are no longer on the calendar from their catalogue, like Paul Ricard, for example. I'm trying to think if we're losing anything this season. What is missing? I know we lost France last year. What else did we lose? I'm sure did we lose something else? Last year's book. Because the order's been messed up as well. Order's going to change again for this season coming, I think. No, we just lost. We lost Paul Ricard, and obviously we've gained Vegas. China's coming back next season. But China's been coming back every season for the last 3-4 years. So, yeah, I'll believe it when we actually get there. Turkey would be nice. Well, they don't have a track for Turkey. They're not going to design and build a track and then train the AI on it for a circuit that isn't on the calendar. You know, but tracks that that have been on the calendar, it would be nice if they brought those back. So, yeah, we're gaining China next season, or this season coming. Supposedly, if that gets cancelled, then it might not. It probably won't be in the game. But you've got to imagine that they've been working on that, you know, in some shape or form. It might not be finished, but you know they would have started working on that surely, because it was initially supposed to be back last year and then didn't come back. It was supposed to be here the year before and didn't come back. So hopefully it shouldn't be too much work to get China up and running. It's not like Vegas where they had to build it from scratch and had no real data to go off either. At least with China, they got some data from previous years. So yeah, it would be nice if you had tracks from previous calendars that you could then add into the mix in the future. I'm not asking them to build models of new track models and spend 12 months training up an AI for a circuit that's not going to be in the game. I'm not asking them to do something like Portimao, as much as I would love to be able to take the cars to Portimao.
Box.
But
Copy, box.
yeah, like I said, it would be interesting if we had, those available so that we could change the calendar, even if it's just on a vote. Like a team's vote, do you want to add this circuit into the calendar next season at the expense of one of these three circuits, kind of thing. And then, choose which one you want to drop. Yeah, something like that. That'd be nice, but there are other more pressing things, I think. Yes, we're only a month away from pre-season testing. We're only 2 weeks away from cars being revealed. Less than 2 weeks.
Clear on exit.
I think the 5th is when the first car goes live. That'll be Williams, I believe.
Back off now.
Copy.
Salting us from hedge. I didn't even see what was the pit stop time. I didn't even see. I wasn't paying any attention. I was reading Evans's comment. Baron's looking forward to the Mercedes reveal. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the W15 looks like as well. They've shown the McLaren livery. I think that's the only livery that's been revealed so far. Might be wrong.
Crack on.
Copy.
McLaren doesn't want to be a one-team championship again. No, I don't either. I'm really hoping that Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren can all step up. Hell, even Aston, maybe, if they can get their act together. I mean, they started strong and fell away very strongly at the end. Hopefully they can be a bit better. Didn't landing Norris. No, I don't know if Norris re-signed. I know Charles Leclerc signed a new contract with Ferrari. I don't know the details, but his current deal was supposed to run out at the end of 2024, I think, and he signed a new deal. Alright, new fastest lap. 1:15.9. Hopefully that's safe. It's 8/10 quicker than Alonso's previous effort.
Safe fuel, safe fuel.
Copy.
Chinese Grand Prix is scheduled to be the fourth race of the season. Yeah, it was scheduled to be about there last year as well, and it was going to be until just before the season started, and then it got cancelled at the last minute again for the third year in a row. So, like I said, I'll believe it when the season actually goes live as to whether or not we actually do go there or not.
You can back off a bit.
Copy.
Right. I'm really tempted to... I just know if we stay out, nothing's going to happen. If we retire the cars, there's going to be an immediate safety car. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now that I've got the fastest lap secured, I am thinking about it. Aston are currently 5th and 6th. That is 18 points.
No saving required.
Copy.
Don't want a red flag, I want a safety car. Red flag, everyone's going to put on new tyres. Safety car, only us, hopefully, will put on new tyres. Yeah, no one else should need to. Flying Fortress. That sounds like an old 90s coin-op arcade game, if memory serves. Top-down plane. Where you collect the power-ups to upgrade your firepower, avoid all the bullets flying at you from all angles. Is that what I'm thinking? Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is that right? in the ilk of 1941 and 1942. Oh, you're in the plane. Okay, so it's not what I thought it was then. If you want to play a game like that, play Bomber Crew. Bomber Crew's awesome. Have you played that yet, Farah? So I know you mentioned it a while back, about a month or two ago. You said you'd found it. You'll be able to play Badlands Crew before me as well. That's the third one in the series. The first one was Bomber Crew, then Space Crew. I played Space Crew first because I didn't even know about Bomber Crew until I'd already played Space Crew. But yeah, Badlands Crew is coming out this year on Steam. No news yet as to when it's going to come to console. I did actually ask the devs and they said we don't have any news to share yet. It will come to console. I am absolutely 100% certain of that. I just don't know when. Hopefully later this year. I think Badlands Crew might be out in the next few months. I'm not sure if there's a release date yet. But they've been very active posting stuff on Twitter. Little, screenshots and stuff. If I've ever seen the film Memphis Belle. Yeah, it's kind of what Bomber Crew is to a degree. Right, Oscar's catching back up to Mick, finally. At least I'm going to avoid being lapped. I'm pretty sure I put Bomber Crew on my channel. I can't remember. I know I've got a Space Crew playthrough. I think I've got a Bomber Crew on there as well. If I have, then you'll have to check it out and see how it runs.
Do what you can to keep the tyres cool. Perfect.
Did I take an engine change? No, I didn't. Just Mick's been off the pace today because we had to downgrade a couple of his car parts, and Oscar smashed the car in qualifying at the beginning of Q2, qualified 15th, and then got hit. No, he locked up, destroyed his tyres, and lost a load of confidence, dropped to the back, and yeah, it's just been completely out of sequence ever since. So it's been a race to forget. It's been horrible. Oscar had potential as well. He was really quick in Q1. And then first lap out on Q2, straight into the wall. Didn't even set a time. I think he even did it on, was it his warm-up lap or was it his flying lap? I can't remember, but yeah, didn't even cross the line to set a time, just bang, in the wall. Red flag, end of our qualifying, because Mick had already gone out in Q1.
Use energy.
Yeah. Avoid overtake, avoid overtake.
Copy. Let these guys go.
Yeah.
Overtake is available.
Yep.
Six laps to go.
Copy.
I doubt I'm going to catch Yuki.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
We need to do what we can to recharge the battery.
It's too late now for a safety car as well. Just not enough laps left. Oops, damn it, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. I'm going to retire both the cars. Might as well.
So we will box now. Let's try and get it back.
Alright, sorry about that.
Box. We're going to retire the car.
Could have done this 5 laps ago. Probably should have done it 5 laps ago. But like I said, I was just keeping that vain hope that we might get a safety car. This will save 3 laps of wear. It's not much, but... Right, come on, Joe. You screwed me over last year here. Let's see if you can do me a solid this time. Russell has the lead. This is where he killed us last year. No, he's not going to take out Stroll. I had high hopes for this circuit until I saw mixed pace in Q1 and then I saw what happened to Oscar in Q2. Yeah, I'm just dreading seeing what happens when we get back to HQ. Very expensive weekend, double retirement, over 3 million in emergency purchases. And an ERS that certainly won't last the rest of the season in competitive shape. Might be time to throw everything behind Mick instead for the remaining races. See what he can do. Come on, Joe, get the move done, please. Let's take some points off him. Still on for 18 points. It's going to put them 4 points ahead of us.
Russell wins it! First over the line. And coming in first, it's George Russell.
Russell just barely keeping his championship hopes alive.
Just the perfect end to what has been a thrilling race.
Come on, big lock up into the back of Stroll. No. Stroll to drop it on the final corner and put it in the barrier. Something, please. No. Damn it.
That's a really miserable day for Oscar Piastri.
They'll be very disappointed to have had their race end early. No driver wants that to happen, but now they just have to look forward.
And up he goes, George Russell joining the podium lineup after a memorable Grand Prix.
6 wins now in this season, they're not flagging. A mighty impressive victory.
A carnival atmosphere, as always, for the Mexico City Grand Prix. And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
They'll be disappointed. Neither driver really shone here, it has to be said, and there's quite a bit of work to be done, but they'll be well aware of that.
And that's it from us all here in Mexico City.
Coming up in the next round is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix as we head to Brazil. Join us next time at Interlagos.
Yeah, I saw that as well, Evans, about Frontier doing a live stream. I'm going to keep an eye out to see. I probably won't be able to watch it live. I might be in the middle of a stream myself, but I'll certainly be checking it out afterwards. Let's have a look. Confirmation of the final result. It is a win for George Russell, his 6th win of the season. I think that puts him back on top in terms of most wins, or at least most Grand Prix wins. Max in 2nd, so George will close the gap by 7 points. He'll also close the gap by 10 points to Charles. Is that enough to move him back into 2nd place? I don't know. There we see Lando Norris up 10 places to finish in 4th. Strong race for McLaren. Alonso up 4 places to finish in 5th. And Stroll in 6th means 18 heartbreaking, soul-destroying points for Aston Martin. Williams get 2 cars in the points. They get 10 points tonight as well. Perez down 7 places. Another bad race for Perez. Gasly up 6 places to take the final point. Once again, Sainz down 11 places. Hamilton down 4 places. If we get fired, I am seriously tempted to go to Mercedes and try and revive them next season, because they are just falling apart at the moment. Let's see what the driver standings look like. Max is still top by 46 points over George Russell, who does move into second by a point over Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris moves above Sergio Perez into 4th place. This is a battle for 4th and 5th only. They are too far behind to get involved in the front three's fight. Charles Leclerc is now 47 points off Max. It's not impossible, but it's not looking likely for Max. Russell might have a chance, but Max is still the favourite to win the championship this season. Oscar stays in 7th. Lance Stroll closes the gap to 8 points with his 8 points scored. Zhou gets 6 more points. Big points for Aston. Again, with Fernando, another 10 there. That moves him away from Mick Schumacher, who had closed to within just 2 points last time out. Still no more points for Lewis Hamilton. Still stuck on 44. Sainz, again, no points for him either. And Albon is pulling away from Esteban Ocon there. Everyone has scored a point so far. In the constructor standings, we know Red Bull have already won the championship. Ferrari are pretty much, I think, locked into second. I don't think there's any way McLaren can take third from them. I don't think there's enough points left. They are 196 clear, so yes, it's impossible for them to be caught now. There you see the bad news. We dropped down to 5th place, 4 points behind Aston. Bad weekend. And Williams are coming for us as well. We should be able to hold them off, but it's bad news for Mercedes, because they are now 18 points behind Williams, and the way they're going, they're not getting that gap, down anytime soon, or not close enough to overhaul them. Alpine just pick up the one solitary point. I don't think they're going to, push Mercedes all the way down, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Still just the 2 points between Alfa Romeo and Haas in the fight for the wooden spoon. In terms of the pit stops, we did get the quickest stop with Alpha Tauri. Oscar's stop a 2.224, which I thought was a 2.225, unless that was the stop that I didn't see, that got Hedgehog getting all salty. No stop on the list, though, for our second driver, which is a bit of a shame. Let's see, Red Bull were 5th and 9th, so even though they got 2 there, we still outscored them, so that's nice. Gap is 38 points again. Oh, it was a 2.224. Yeah, I thought it was a 2.225. I could have sworn it was. That's the stop I missed, the 2.4. So that was actually Oscar's slowest stop. Sorry, Hedgehog. But yeah, not a great run for Mick. If I'd realised his stops were slow, I would have boxed him one more time before I retired him. Never mind. Too late now. We still have the lead, which is good. I'm not even going to look at the driver cards. There's no points. 3.4 mil. We actually lost money tonight. We lost 60 grand. I'm not looking forward to my inbox. Mick improves by a point. We're only $1 million away from breaking the cost cap. So that rules out us doing an underfloor. It rules out a front wing. I think it rules out a rear wing. I think that basically leaves us with a side pod and a chassis option. For our final project. Let's have a look. I'm not looking forward to this. at least they haven't lost all confidence in this yet. But it's inevitable now that we're breaking the cost cap. You know, that's going to happen. We just don't have. Now you see, we've only got 1 million left, and we're projected, without spending any more money, we're projected to finish 2 million over the cost cap, give or take. So, yeah. Right, let's check the powertrain situation. So, this is what we've got left for Mick. We've got an 86% engine. We've got an 85% ERS. And we've got 2 gearboxes. Right, for Oscar, we've got an 86 and a 63 engine. But we only have a 54 and a 29 ERS. And we only have the 1 gearbox left. So, I have to make a decision. I think for the next race, I'm going to keep everything on Oscar as best we can. But for the race after that, when that ERS starts to go, we might have to switch everything to Mick. We'll see how we go. Right. We're still a week away from being able to get another project going, and we might not have enough money in the cost cap to get another project going by that point. We've got an ATR period starting on the same day that that project ends. I would really love to just be able to do one more project and just use those hours, because we could get a huge jump on a particular part. But it might be like last year where we just can't quite afford it. We would have been fine had we not spent 3.4 million on parts after qualifying. But it is what it is. We will advance time to the start of the race because it is a sprint race, so it'll be a long stream. Just seeing if there's anything else I can do. There isn't. Mick has low morale. Not surprising because of the DNF. Let me have a look at my profile. So this is where my history as manager is up to this point. Best constructors finish was 8th in 2023. Best drivers finish was 8th in 2023. We were on course to beat that this year. Grand Prix entries 66. We have a win at Baku. Our best sprint race was 2nd at Spa. We've had 2 podiums. Our first one obviously being Baku. We've earned 151 points. This, in total. Now, when you consider we scored 151 points in total, we scored 152 this season. So that isn't right. That's not right. 151 points scored. Unless it's not counting points from drivers that aren't with us anymore. I don't know why it's not counting that right. We've scored 152 points this season. Unless it's only counting race points, not sprint points. It might not be counting sprint points. Did I check Hams? No, I did not. Thank you for reminding me. Highest team rating achieved was last season a 533. What's my managerial rating? Oh dear, it's terrible. 58. I don't even know if that's enough to get another job. I really don't. Right. Let's have a look. Where am I going? Drivers. So let's see. Wow, not even in the top 10. Either of them not in the top 10 anymore. Bottas is still up there. Somehow. Hamilton is 11th in the standings. He's 88 overall, so he's dropped 2 points overall since the start of season 1. Still got very strong stats here. Maybe his accuracy has dropped a little bit. Not sure where he's lost the bulk of his points. I think accuracy, maybe a point or two in smoothness has gone. He's maybe a point in cornering. He's still looking pretty strong. Just not performing for whatever reason. So it's got to be a problem with the car as well. So that's 11th. Alonso's down in 12th. He was 2nd at the start of season 1. He's out of contract at the end of this season as well, as is Lewis, so we might be saying goodbye to both of them. Let's have a look at Alonso's stats. Oh, his control's gone down even more. That was 65 last time we checked it. It's now 63. So he's lost a huge amount of points there. I'm not sure where else he's lost points. But he has definitely lost out some. So he was a 90 rated as well. So he's lost 3 overall rating points from the beginning of season 1. And like I said, he might not be back on the grid next season. Teo Porsche now rated above Mick Schumacher. Yeah, he's turned into a beast this season. Who else is out of contract? Let's have a quick look. So Max has got a year left on his deal. Russell is going to be at Ferrari for a long time. Norris is out of contract at McLaren. Could we see Norris replace Hamilton at Mercedes? Maybe. Leclerc's got 2 years left on his deal. Perez has got 2 years on his. Gasly is out of contract at Alpine. Stroll's still got another 2 years on his deal. Ocon's got another year. Sainz signed a 1-year deal with Mercedes. He might be one and done because he's had a terrible year. Bottas is out of contract. I think we might see Bottas maybe go back to Mercedes. Let's see. Yeah, Lewis could well be out of Formula 1. Hasn't announced his retirement yet, but he might just not re-sign and then announce his retirement next season while he's in free agency. Yuki's still got a year left on his deal. Zhou as well. Albon is out of contract at the end of the season. Haas are losing Magnussen potentially at the end of the season. He could go somewhere, maybe. Don't think he'll stay there. And then we're into reserve drivers. For Shaw's out of contract. Lawson, we know he's in free agency. Maloney, no idea because we haven't scouted him more than standard. So we only have his driver stats, not his contract details. Same with Hajar. Fittipaldi's leaving us at the end of the year because we've replaced him with Behrman, Drogovic, Palou, Doohan, Hauger, Vesti, Behrman. That's going to be our driver next season. Jack Crawford is there. Logan Sargent's still sitting here in free agency. Yeah, his career's done. He's not getting back on the grid in any way, shape or form. There's so many drivers ahead of him now. Nick De Vries will not be back on the grid this season either. I'm surprised he hasn't retired. Disappeared from the list. Interesting to see where Donna goes next season. We did try and sign her. She wanted too much money. So we tried Ollie. He wanted too much money, and then I put it to a vote, and you guys said, let's get Ollie. So we did. Yeah, that's it. So it'd be interesting to see who goes where and if we are still here next year. Right, that is it for tonight. Oh, looking at the weather. A wet sprint. And then a very hot race. We will be back on Monday with the next round of our Championship, we have just 3 rounds to go. Brazil, then Las Vegas, and then the season finale in Abu Dhabi. I will be taking Thursday night off from Formula 1. I don't know if I'll be doing something else yet, but I'm going to have a little decompress, I think, because apart from that week I wasn't very well, we have just gone non-stop for the last 3 seasons without any kind of break. So I'll have a day off, and probably Friday off as well. We might wait till the following Monday to start season 4. I will be doing some new footage for you of War Hospital. I've got 6 episodes recorded. I need to edit the first couple, get those uploaded tonight, ready to go live tomorrow. There'll be 2 more episodes going live on Sunday, and then there'll be an episode a day every day from that point on until that game's done. So there'll be some extra stuff for you to keep an eye out for on the channel. Until then, I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you check out War Hospital when the first video drops, and I will be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.